Okay, you saw the before video, before the cleanup. This is the after video. Today's February 1st, 2016, and after a couple days of intensive work by me and Jackie and Annie, we got the mud up, get rid of the things that didn't survive the flood, and I'll just show you the sort of the cleanup here. Here's the garage door. It's bent in a bit because of the water, and the boat, which went floating, but everything in it was fine. Here's a table, some things all had to be cleaned up. That's where the wine rack, I had to take that outside and squirt it all down. Here's another reel. I also had to clean that. That glass there was down in the mud. It was filthy, but I cleaned that up. And just coming over here, the stairs were muddy as hell. You may remember there was like 3 or 4 stairs underwater. They're still not dry, but I vacuumed them and squirted them. That's the pedestal the refrigerator was on. And maybe we'll just cut through here. Now you can see the squares on the floor that I painted several years ago. And that mud, for the most part's up. There's a dining room table that had been moved all over. Here's a refrigerator, stood up, and I've been told let it stand, let it dry out, and plug it in. The worst thing that could happen is you'll blow a circuit breaker, but I'm not throwing it away just yet. There's the table all the crab stuff was on. The crab cooker didn't make it. There's the freezer, which was also on the side, you may remember. And just going back into the water heater slash half a bath. This was an ungodly mess. Got the floor cleaned up and the toilet's working, but we haven't used it because it needs some cleaning up. But Jackie threw a lot of stuff out that was on the shelves here. So just swinging it back around this way, there's the dining room chairs. They did survive. The cushions never got wet, the wood did. There's the pool table, and I think it survived. The water line was actually in the pockets, but didn't reach the bed or the pool table. There's my recliner. That particular cable reel did not upset, so my recliner, thank God, survived. And just coming around here, the water was about a foot up on the pool cues there. You can see the water line on the door, 38 inches high. And going around here, this was an absolute mess behind the bar. But for the most part, all the important things that I had elevated up here on the workbench survived, including the water vac, which was really critical for the cleanup. But the water, I believe, made it just to the top and a little bit on top of that thing, but didn't hurt anything up on the workbench. This was a disaster area, this corner. Everything was helter-skelter. All the carpeting was high enough to stay dry. So, like I say, it could always be worse. There's the 16-inch elevation for the pool tables. And if I had just put one of them under there instead of 2, would have lost the whole pool table. So right back here on this pedestal there was my miter saw. That's gone. That was totally underwater. And behind the bar, my Craftsman circular saw was gone, underwater. These are all cleanup type stuff. They were all piled up, you may remember from the first video, up in the corner. So I had to individually clean the mud off these, but they're all right. I mean, you know, they still have the soap in. There's 4 glasses that were filled with storm water. I had to wash them really good. So this gives you a good idea. It's just coming around here. I didn't want to put too much in the boat, but I should have put more because things in the boat floated and no harm. Again, there's the damaged garage doors. This is a door that serves as a table, had a bunch of stuff on it, and it got wet. It folds up, but you can see I didn't get a chance to clean the mud off of that, but it's probably a job for May. Here's some tables that these were all over the place and dirty. I had to take them all outside and squirt them. So that's where I am. It's how we survived as best we could. Jonas, the flood of January 2016. See you later.